after that it says we're meeting a mixed marriage couple named Bilal and Namrita.
It's Bilal and Namrita. Try it.
Actually, I don't have to, because it says they've taken on the nicknames Bill and Nancy. Where did they come up with these names?
You know, it's not uncommon for recent immigrants to adopt more Canadian-sounding names. Hey, did you hear about those two brothers who applied for immigration?
No.
Well, when Sadruddin arrived here, we Canadians shortened his name to Sat. He phoned his brother back home and said, if they can change my name from Sadruddin to Sad, what will they call you, Fakhruddin?
I bet he refused to come. Dr. Khan, this is Bill and Nancy.
Hey, Doc, how's it going?
That's good.
Doc.
Yes.
We're not even certain we're supposed to be here.
That's for sure.
Then tell me, why are you here?
We were told our case is terminal.
This is not an illness. It's a problem. And problems do have solutions. So enlighten me.
Well, first of all, our differences are not really ours.
No, it's our families who have all these petty issues.
First of all, tell me, how long you have been married?
Exactly 1 year last month, on the 24th.
Now tell me what sort of family issues.
Well, we live with Bill's parents. His mother is still living by past traditions. She expects me to come home and be like a maid. Everybody in his family is so obsessed with what other people think. They don't even let me wear my Western clothes in front of their families. Maybe she's just jealous of me because she can't wear tight jeans and hip huggers with a big fat belly.
Don't talk like that about my mom. I'd like to see you at 58. That's if you're still around.
If I'm still around, it's your liver that's drowning, okay, buddy? Not mine.
Now we're getting a little bit stupid, aren't we, Doc? You see, I didn't disclose to them before we got married that I drink. And that upsets them because alcohol is forbidden in our family.
Incidentally, it's forbidden in your family, too.
True, but it's not as though I'm an alcoholic or something.
Sure, he's only a social drinker.
In that case, Bill, can you refrain from drinking in front of her family, just out of respect?
I usually do avoid it, but her sister's like a private detective. The other day, she saw a can of beer in my car, which wasn't even mine, and kicked up such a fuss.
Well, he didn't have to yell at my older sister. It's against our family traditions to disrespect our elders.
So it is in most cultures.
So my wife's hemline keeps moving higher and higher, but they can't accept me the way I am. Jeez.
Bilal, I even changed my name from Namrita to Nancy to please them. But you insist that my family should accept you the way you are? Only I have to change?
You're supposed to, because you're a girl. That's the way it is in our culture, and I didn't make these customs.
Well, if you're so traditional, how come your eyes pop open every time you see a girl in short skirts and plunging necklines?
That's just a guy thing.
Tell me, why did you change your name to Nancy? Namrita? Such a pretty name.
Well, Namrita was my Hindu name, and my parents didn't want me to change it to Nasreen, which is a Muslim name. So we compromised on Nancy. Bill promised me that in 6 months we would have saved enough for a down payment or we would have started renting. But these 6 months seem to drag on forever.
Nancy refuses to cook.
His mother doesn't even stand my cooking. She doesn't even like the way I peel potatoes. Of course, her way is better.
Excuse me? She suffers from arthritis.
Oh, yeah? Well, then how come every time I manage to load the dishwasher, she'll come and manages to rearrange all of the dishes?
2 women sharing 1 kitchen. Score 0.
Nancy, do you ever thank her when we get home from work, dinner's ready for you? Have they ever asked us for any rent? Doc, I'm caught in the middle. I don't know what to do anymore. We can't afford to move out just yet, and I can't stand my wife giving me ultimatums all the time. After all, I'm a man.
Ha! A man? A mama's boy. That's what you are.
Hey, if this bickering continues, we will soon be done.
Surely you can see we're on a verge of divorce.
I can see that your families are ruling your life. You are totally dependent on them. And in return, they're providing you free room and board. That's a huge debt to repay.
Exactly. And so forever I'll remain in debt. I always end up giving into his family.
And then she starts nagging me about it.
His mother clings on to him as if he's the last lifeboat on the Titanic. Let me ask you, Dr. Khan. If he's that attached to his family, why can't I be just attached to mine?
Is this a competition? I can see that this question will take time to simmer. So let me ask you another one. Why did you two marry?
We married for love.
With your family's consent?
No, against our parents' will. They already had other partners picked out for us.
That certainly might be adding to the problems.
Actually, they wanted to ship me off to India and marry this medical guy from the Brahman family. The dude only turned out to be a first-year med student, and not even a Brahman either.
Actually, they placed a marriage ad in the Voice of India, and he was one of the 31 applicants. But my wife refused to get on a flight.
Yeah, and Bilal came to the airport to rescue me.
The question you two should ask yourself, do we love each other enough to make the necessary sacrifices required to gain our independence? Think about it long and hard before your next appointment.
Thanks, Doc. This really helped.
Thanks.